Hey divas, so in today's video I will be using Bele Virgin Hair Company to make a lace frontal. This was hair that they sent to me, so yeah, I wanted to share with you guys how I make my lace frontals. So you will need a dome cap, thread, needles, as well as a wig cap and a wig holder if you do not have the wig tripod. So I'm just going to go ahead and place my frontal on, and I'm just pretty much measuring it to see where I want it to go, and then after I do that I am going to go ahead and sew it on. Now I do not sew it exactly at the edge of the cap, just simply because it will bubble up in the back if you do it that way. That's just been my experience, so I do pull it a little bit more forward, if that makes sense, and then I just go to the other side and I do the same thing. So I just make sure I grab it over there tight so I will not have any bubbles, and I just pretty much sew on the other side. And now I'm just going to sew on the back, and you guys will see that I'm not going to have any like bubbles or lumps in my frontal, and that's just because I did not place it directly on the hairline, as well as I pulled the frontal to the other side as tight as I can, and then I sewed it on just so that there is no weird lumps or anything like that. Okay, so next I'm going to begin to start sewing the hair on there, and please excuse me looking crazy. I was just looking so crazy. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning. But anyways, I'm going to begin sewing the bundles on. I am going to sew on the 24-inch first, then the 22, the 20, and then the 18. I like to just automatically layer my hair. That really works for me because I do love long layers. But anywho, as far as the way that I stitch my hair, I just pretty much put the needle and the thread through the actual weft when I start to sew on, and then when I flip over. So I don't always put the needle and thread through the weft, so I pretty much just sew around it, and then I knot it every so often so that I have like a secure track. So if that makes any sense. So yeah, I'm just going to keep sewing on and using that same technique. So I just sew around the track for the majority of the sewing, and then when I start the next flip over, I just sew through the track. So my camera did cut off like when I began sewing in a U shape and then going into a circle, but once you're to the middle, I like to start sewing into like a U shape, and this just helps to lay the tracks down a lot more flat so that I don't have to worry about any bulkiness and my closure having to just cover any bulkiness, or my frontal, excuse me. So yeah, I'm just going to pretty much just go ahead and sew in that same U shape until I get to the top of the frontal. So now we're to the frontal, basically just going to sew that very tight, securely, and flat, and our wig will pretty much be done. And then I will be cutting off the excess cap underneath the lace so that the lace can show through. And yeah, this frontal is pretty much done. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this quick tutorial. I know it was really quick, but I just wanted to show you guys how I make my wigs. But yeah, divas, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.